The last time we have had a new bee inside of Bee Swarm Simulator was in 2022's Robo Challenge Beesmas, which introduced us the brand new digital bee and also Robo Challenge. That was scrapped and teased for such a long time, and that will be important too in a second, but also the last time we got normal bees, or well, new mythic bees, was in 2021 Beesmas, which was precise bee and buoyant bee, which also introduced us different new crafting materials such as the turpentine, wax, and way more. And these things are actually important because not only it has been such a long time since a new bee, which hopefully we'll just get one at one point, and that being either a new event or mythic, but I personally think the next bee that we will get, and I'm not saying it's going to be in this update because I have no idea what this update is even going to be about yet, but I think whenever Onett feels like the time is right to add a new bee, which is either now or whenever, is going to be the brand new CRIMBOLT bee, because if you do remember, the Crimson and Cobalt Fusion bee is a scrapped bee, as you see over here, just like Robo Challenge and Digital Bee was way before, and it was never really supposed to come out unless it came out in a future update. I mean, Onett said about it that, well, all he really said about it was that the CCB looks wrong because the unions on its lasers went broke or whatever, and then also it was in the game files just like Digital Bee, basically with Digital Bee actually, as you do see, because Onett always adds things that are scrapped or things that he worked on previously, and he kind of thinks about them again, and he's like, oh yeah, you know what, that was actually a pretty good idea, let's work on it again but change it a bit. So Robo Challenge was originally a multiplayer game, if you didn't know that, but now he kind of just made it a roguelike game that's solo, needs an ult but still, and same with Digital being added just like that. So maybe this time whenever Onett wants to add a new event bee, it will be the Crimson and Cobalt Fusion bee, because it's kind of already made and all he needs to do is work on it more probably. And I have played a game that actually shows some interesting concept about how this bee could look, because as you do see, we do have blue pulse, red pulse, blue bomb sync, red bomb sync. Of course, this is just an idea over here, it's not the official one, someone just made this up because they were excited too about it, but it would probably have way crazy abilities too. This is literally just an idea. I'm guessing Onett would make it insane, and maybe you gotta buy the Crimson and Cobalt bee again, and then you gotta sacrifice them to craft the fusion one. Could be interesting, but it would definitely come at one point. I'm gonna be honest, Onett always just does these things where he adds old scrapped things, because we also will probably get more things such as this mob cricket mob. Yeah, literally, it's not really a bee, because Onett actually mentioned the cricket before being leaked, and what he said about it is that the cricket was like an old mantis enemy that I ended up not using, and the yeti was like the werewolf. So we were supposed to get crickets inside a bee swarm at one point, but that never really happened, and to be honest, it could happen again, because as I said before, all these things I'm showing is kind of things that were scrapped, but at the end of the day, they do get used and will be out at one point, and that might take 50 years, but they probably will be out. Now I have no idea what this cricket or the yeti could be, but who knows, or maybe the new animation is for catching crickets, and the new tool will be a net, but we do also have some even crazier things over here, being SD Millions video from 2021. Shout out SD Millions, of course, because SD Millions actually got to on its private test roam and tested out Digital Bee first before everyone else, as you do see. We might even see the CCB over here. Okay, actually we don't, but as you do see instantly, actually I don't know if you can see it instantly yet. Wait, see if we can find the CCB here. We might be able to. Oh yeah, we can. Look, CCB, but it doesn't really have an icon or anything. Okay, but I'm telling you guys, like, scrap things always end up coming out at one point, but we do have more items to it, as you see. I'm pretty sure this actually came out for the Cocoa Bell as well, so an even better way to show these things come out. We do also have other things. Nectar tester came out already. Yes, we actually got that. Then we do also have amber. If you don't remember, I showed this before, but a rare shard of fossiled resin, whatever how you say that. It has a brilliant honey colored shine. I don't know how this could look, but I'm definitely guessing this will be out at one point as well, since Onett loves recycling scrapped content, and it would be cool. Like, amber sounds nice, you know what I mean? Maybe for the new backpacks crafting gear, maybe for some cricket crafting gear, or catching actually. Then we do also have other things too, like a party balloon, sends a balloon to a random field, boosting it for everyone. Now I have no idea if this gonna be like, I feel like this may just stay scrapped forever. I'm just be straight up, doesn't really seem too useful unless it gets rebalanced or just anything else, because that just kind of seems like the normal buoyant bee ability really, but like a Digital Bee enhanced one, but it wouldn't even make sense to have it. Like, it's not OP at all. And then we do also have another one, and I do think it was called actually Festive Lights, but I can't really seem to find it. I did see it earlier though. Did you see over here, if it is even there? Decorate your festive bee and teaches it a new ability. We could get that. That would be actually really OP. It's kind of sad SD Middens didn't use that here, but I'm just really excited to see what will come out, and I'm sure these things will be out at one point, because scrap things that were out before, just like Robo Challenge, just like Digital Bee, always seem to come back. Let me know what you guys think about these and subscribe if you think they are cool.